Howdy folks, it's Mama B and we're going to finish off this egg hat. I'm so excited, it's going to look so good. Guys, this is really starting to look cool. It's starting to take on a life of its own, a mind of its own, and a shape of its own, and it's pretty neat. And I'm just kind of working what I feel like it. With some help from Toki. That's how he does it. He's eating those cords though, Toki. He does like cords. He likes yarn too. So we get along really well until he gets my cords. He just doesn't know the difference. You do have to lay it down because it looks like it's pulling back, and then you lay it down and you realize that it's not. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. You guys, this is going to look so cool. I'm going to show you a big picture of it, the whole thing, and you're just going to love it. But it's just keep building it up, row after row. I think after this round, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think after this round, I'm going to just do single crochets if it's got the shape that I want it to have. And so far, it's looking pretty good. And then I just go around and around with a single crochet, because once it's got the floppy build that I want, then I want to just finish it off, and I don't want to keep building it up. All right, we're going to take a moment here and show you how this has evolved. We've got this peak, and it's kind of changing. I think that's really cool, actually, because, I mean, eggs, when you fry them, that's what they do, right? It's going to be so believable. I love it. And then it's kind of evolved so that there's no more real big gap there. And it's just going with how you feel, you know? That's what freeform crocheting is all about. I want to shorten that gap so that it's more ripply, just a little bit, not a lot. And then just keep on going. All right, I wanted to share the progress with you on this. Crocheting around in the single crochet, and you can see it's kind of a little bit buckled, like right there and stuff like that. I'm not worried about it, but also the single crochet is getting it a little stiff, so I'm going to try changing my single crochet to a double crochet and work it around and see if I can work out some of that extra little flop. Got to do that really careful if you're going to do it. I think it would be better to leave the flop than to tighten it. So what you do is just decrease or increase less. Don't decrease, because except for right through here where it's really tight like that, you could skip a stitch, or as it is, decrease like that, and it will pull it in and nothing more. And it'll pull it in right there where I want it. Do not skip a stitch here. Do not decrease here, because it will just be, if you double crochet around here or even single crochet around here again, and not increase as much, it will still pull it in, but you just don't want to, you know, shrink it in. You want it to still look like it flows and hangs and flops properly. So, all right, here we go. So to change to the double crochet from the single crochet, we're going to chain up 2 and just start double crocheting from there. That will get you all the way going in the right direction, and when we get to the end, we'll do a slip stitch into that and go on to the next row. Okay, I worked my way around the hat, the brim of the hat with a double crochet, and I think it's starting to look really good. Turn this around so you can see it. So that's what it's looking like. I'm really excited. I'm just going to keep on working around, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. All right, so I have gone around with a double crochet all the way around, and I'm really liking how this hat is looking. I've tried it on. There's some places you want in the front, like this shorter area. I'd rather that be in the front, covering my face, than perhaps this long floppy area, because that blinds you. But that's okay. This is a really fun hat. I like how it's turning out, and now I just have to finish off the border. I like the width of it. So I'm just going to finish off the border, and I'm going to do it by doing this backward stitch. So this one is really awkward to start out, but once you get it, it's pretty fun and flows. So what you do is, instead of going forward like you normally do with a single crochet, you go backwards. Hook your yarn and pull it back through. That'll give it a twist, and that's what I like about it, because this is a great finishing stitch. You go back, go into the next one behind it, pull it through. They're just single crochets, but what happens is when you go in, it twists the loop and then gives it an extra edge to it. So it'll be a little bit bumpy, like a rope, kind of like a rope twisted effect. I'll do a few more so you can see it better. I like this because it gives it a strong edge without adding too much height to it or width or anything like that, and it just gives it a finished off feel. So I really like this. We're just going to go all the way around all of them. It also will add just a little bit of weight to the brim, so it will hang better. And I'm going to finish that, and this little hat will be finished. How do you like that, guys? I like it. So let's get done. I'm going to speed this up, get on around, finish it off. All right, I got all the way around. Look at that. I love how this hangs and how it controls it. It's almost like there's a wire through it. You know how hats have that? Give them a little structure. I love that. And it still gives it the flop. I'm coming to the end here. You can see the pattern is started there. So I'm just going to continue with a little bit of a slip stitch there. And then I'll snip that and tuck in the end. Folks, thanks for watching this video. Stay after for a few snapshots of this gorgeous hat. And I hope that this inspires you. Have a fantastic day.